Welcome to the Fox 17 Rockin' Review on the web. I've got Tim Denbo joining me today, a very good local bassist who does studio work and gigs with a lot of people here in town. I got to play with him at church, and just a very talented guy. And we're talking gear, Tim.
We are.
And thanks for coming in the studio today. We're talking about TC Electronics' new bass head, the BH250. And it's really an incredible model. And probably the biggest thing in it, besides being only 4 pounds, is that it has the tone print knob. And what was the effect that you were just running through?
We were just listening to their clean octaver is what it's called. It basically just takes everything I was playing and drops it down an octave for that kind of cool synth bass effect. Yeah.
It sounded great, and the nice thing is that you can load those sounds, you know, from different artists or different sounds that you're looking for straight into your bass. Now, would you mind showing viewers exactly how you do that?
Sure, yeah, there's 2 ways to do it. Basically, there's a small mini USB port on the back of the amp. You can do it that way.
Right.
But the coolest way to do it is through the TC Electronic app on your phone. So you just go to the app on your phone, select the sound you want, hit beam to my amp, and hold it up to your pickup. So just like that, and it literally just takes the sound, beams it through the pickup, through some sort of crazy code right into the amp right there, and so you've changed then what the tone print knob there then does. You can go from the octaver to a distortion or a chorus or any number of effects.
Which is incredible because you could actually do it at a gig, or if you were in the studio, you know, as you frequently are, to where if you wanted to change a sound like that, maybe you had a specific chorus or whatever, you just load that straight in.
Right.
That's amazing, and the great thing about this too, Tim, is it's still got your standard setup. You know, we were talking earlier to where it would be nice if every amp had a built-in tuner.
Yes.
and it's got the mute, it's got your master volume, of course, your standard EQ here, and then you've got a gain switch right here as well to pump up the volume a little more. It's 250 watts, as you and I discussed. Pretty much do anything you need with it. And then if we look at the back with the connectivity here, I'm just going to turn this around so viewers can take a look at that as well. Is that you've got your main out, you've got a pedal here to be able to control mute and such. You've got the auxiliary in, you've got headphones, and you also have the balanced out, which is what we just used for you playing here in the studio.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to use anywhere, like any live gig. You know, the sound guy is always going to want to use that XLR output right there and be able to get the sound directly to the soundboard that way. So.
Right, and as you mentioned also, Tim, it's got the USB, so you can go ahead and pick your sounds and download them at home.
Sure.
And have them on a laptop or your regular computer, load them straight in.
Right. So you don't have.
Oh, go ahead.
So you don't have to have the app on your phone that way. So you can do it one of 2 ways there. So it's pretty versatile that
Precisely,
way, so.
And the nice thing is with the size of this is that you could throw it into your gig bag too.
That's right.
So if you're playing downtown, you're playing anywhere, you can just throw this in with you instead of carrying like an Ampeg SVT head.
That's right. Yeah, it's certainly more convenient than the SVT, that's for sure.
It's a great product here, as you can see, the TC Electronic BH250, and I think it's definitely worth checking out for a bassist looking for an amplifier. For sure. Whether they're doing studio work or gigging. And speaking of gigging, if people want to hire you for studio work, or if they're looking for where you're playing with a local band, where can they find more information on that, Tim?
Pretty much all that information on me is always on Facebook. My professional page is facebook.com/Tim Denbo Bassist. And they can find out anything I'm up to right there. So.
Awesome. Well, I'll definitely be checking that out as well, and hopefully I'll get to play with you again.
Hope so.
And be sure and check out our next Fox 17 Rockin' Review. Thanks for hanging with us to take a look at the TC Electronics BH250.